Hitting the open road on your way to a vacation or as a trip itself can be a lot of fun. But while most routes are fairly safe, some roads are much more dangerous than others. Many of the dangerous roads claim dozens or hundreds of lives a year. Others have the ability to claim your life with a single false move. Take a closer look at the 10 most dangerous roads in the world. Number 10. James W. Dalton Highway, Alaska. More commonly known as the Dalton Highway, its isolated position makes it irregular on the most dangerous roads in the world list. Signposted as Alaska Route 11, the 414-mile road is named after the engineer who supervised its construction as part of the supply route for the Trans-Alaska Pipeline system. The two-lane gravel road is primitive in parts and mostly used by huge trucks traveling between the city of Fairbanks and the northern oil fields. Featuring steep gradients, only 3 towns and fuel stops across the entire route, and extreme polar weather conditions such as limited visibility, which requires headlights to be on at all times. Drivers are strongly encouraged to only travel with survival gear, such as provisions and warm gear on board. The dangers on this road are numerous. To start, the fact that it is in Alaska means it is exposed to the state's potential avalanches and cold, heavy winds. The route also has challenging terrain with poor visibility. It is also not fully paved. Not only is this road dangerous, but a simple accident can easily turn deadly because it is so far from medical facilities or even restaurants or gas stations. You could easily starve to death if you got stranded without supplies. How long is the stretch without any stops or resources? 240 miles. That's why any truck traveling this route will likely have survival gear and supplies on hand. Even then, many seasoned ice truckers won't consider driving along Dalton Highway in the middle of winter. Number 9. North Yungas Road, Bolivia. That this route from La Paz to Coroico is also known as the Road of Death, or El Camino de la Muerte in Spanish. Gives you some idea why it is included on our list of the most dangerous roads. In fact, it has often been dubbed the most dangerous road in the world. The single gravel lane cut into the mountainside features a narrow and uneven track, sheer 900-meter drops, virtually no guardrails, and dense cloud cover which limits visibility. This road has officially been closed to traffic for some years now due to the sheer volume of accidents and fatalities. But cyclists still flock to travel the road as it has become something of an iconic tourist location. This narrow dirt road stretches 43 miles through the Andes Mountains, and it's notorious for its steep cliffs and unpredictable weather conditions. It's estimated that over 300 people lose their lives here annually, making it one of the deadliest roads in the world. The Yungas Road's reputation for danger is well earned, but it's also known for its stunning views of the Amazon rainforest and the surrounding mountains. However, its beauty is truly matched by its peril, as countless vehicles have plummeted into the abyss. Number 8. Zoila Pass, India. Zoila is a high, unpaved mountain pass in Indian Kashmir that is so narrow in parts that a single car can struggle to fit through. Often noted as one of the world's most dangerous roads, extreme weather in the form of winds, storms, ice, and snow can make the road muddy and impassable, and it is often closed completely for up to 6 months of the year. Four-wheel drive is strongly recommended for anyone thinking of taking a trip along this section of Indian National Highway 1D between Srinagar and Leh, as it does not have any barriers. Number 7. Atlantic Road, Norway. Located on the Norwegian coast, the Atlantic Road is arguably one of the most scenic routes in the world, but it features as one of our dangerous roads because driving along it has been likened to teetering on the edge of the sea. Linking the town of Kristiansund and Molde, it features 8 breathtaking bridges, including Storesundet Bridge, which is so steep it can look more like a ramp or diving board than a crossing point. Other characteristics include serpentine twists and turns, which can make drivers feel as though they're dipping and diving on a roller coaster. Last but not least, the weather in the area is also unpredictable, featuring sudden loss of visibility and temperature drops, as well as high winds. Number 6. Guoliang Tunnel Road, China. Carved by hand through a rocky mountain face by villagers from the virtually cut-off Guoliang in Henan province during the 1970s, This road ranks as one of the world's most dangerous roads because it is known as a stretch that does not tolerate any driving mistakes. A laser focus on the road ahead is required to navigate the tunnel, which is only 3.5 meters wide in places and barely allows for 2 cars to pass each other. Sheer drops, combined with no clear idea of how structurally sound the whole road is, are worsened by bad weather routinely shrouding the road in fog and causing mudslides. This extraordinary engineering feat offers breathtaking views, but comes with a heart-pounding twist. The tunnel is prone to rock falls, and there's no way to avoid oncoming traffic, making it one of the most nerve-wracking drives in the world. Number 5. Skipper's Canyon, New Zealand. Tucked away in the southwest of New Zealand's South Island, Skipper's Canyon makes it onto our list of the most dangerous roads because of how high, narrow, and twisty it is. Hand-carved by miners in the late 1800s and unpaved, the road is full of sharp bends which feature sharp drops to the Shatova River below. Overall, it's so risky and tricky to drive that many car rental agencies won't allow their vehicles on it, and insurance is invalidated if these instructions are disregarded. Number 4. Rovia da Morte, Brazil. The BR-116 from Fortaleza to Agaro, nicknamed Rovia da Morte, or the Highway of Death by locals, is one of the world's most dangerous roads because it is the scene of thousands of deaths each year. Bad weather conditions, combined with a section of winding road running perilously close to the mountain's edge without any protective fencing, plus the risk of being attacked by armed gangs, combine to make this route very perilous. Number 3. Feri Meadows Road, Pakistan. This mountain track makes the cut as one of the most dangerous roads because its hand-carved 10-mile stretch, which has not had any repairs since it was built by villagers hundreds of years ago, unpaved and uneven, and reaches over 3,300 meters above sea level but features no guardrails. Additionally, while Feri Meadows Road is narrow throughout its duration, no wider than a 4x4 for much of the route, it is so narrow by the end, by the village of Tato, that journeys must be completed on bike or foot. Number 2. Kolyma Highway, Russia. This Russian highway has the distinction of running to Yakutsk, setting the coldest temperature ever recorded outside Antarctica. Part of the M56 route, temperatures get so low in winter that drivers can't wear glasses in case they freeze to their face, while in summer it turns into a quagmire of mud and sand. One of the only roads in the area. To the extent it doesn't need an official name, it is unpaved and crosses mountains as well as deserts and forests. Number 1. Bayburt D915, Turkey. The D915 is listed as one of the most dangerous roads because of the 29 hairpin bends and a distinct lack of railing and barriers to protect drivers along its 66-mile length. Parts of the high-altitude road are closed during the winter months because of the effects of extreme weather, such as snow blizzards and avalanches, and the surface of the road itself is in very poor condition, mostly loose gravel. Some parts, meanwhile, are barely wide enough for 2 cars to pass. Of course, dangerous driving isn't always just about road surfaces or locations, and very often it is other drivers who are the problem. If you capture a dangerous driver on your dashcam in the UK, you could upload it directly to your local police force via Nextbase's National Dashcam Safety Portal and help make the roads a safer place for everyone. If you've ever had the privilege or perhaps the bravery to travel on one of these roads, share your experiences in the comments below. Please subscribe to Travel the World. Thank you for watching.